Falling out of your atmosphere and letting go of the way things were. Pieces of me are still shattered. I still wonder if it mattered. Getting my feet back on the ground, 'cause things feel different when you're not around. I thought time would make things better, but you're still all I can remember. And the memories come and go, 'cause you're everything I know. And I'm trying so hard, but so far I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. Things must be easier for you, 'cause I'm stuck here while you're somewhere new. I think of you less and less now, but I still can't figure out how. All this time has passed since you left, but somehow I struggle to forget all the places we were happy. Now they only make me empty. All the memories come and go, 'cause you're everything I know. And I'm trying so hard, but so far I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. I
I forgot that I was muted. What an absolute legend. Alright, let me see now where the chat is and all that stuff. Oh wow, that's just I missed a lot. Sorry everybody. uh yeah, I just kind of decided I wanted to kind of doodle something just brainless for me so that I can just warm up because I've been having trouble kind of snapping out of some drowsiness today. So I decided something fun and without a lot of thought it would, help me wake the fuck up. No, it's not a dragon. It's just a T-Rex. I've been going through some kind of a nostalgia trip these days for stuff like Jurassic Park, but the old ones when they were still good, not the garbage that is Jurassic World. Oh yeah, well, I forgot to shut down this audio here. I am a professional. Alright, let's see. So I'm just kind of basically having some fun free-forming everything. Nah, Ravine ain't anywhere near my plans at this point in time, so Ravine is basically gonna be a vanity project if one of my projects actually makes proper money where I don't have to worry. It's kind of like if I end up earning on one of my projects, fuck you kind of money where I can go like fuck you, I can finish Ravine now. That's when you're gonna see Ravine coming back. I'm hoping by the time I'm done with all the concurrent stuff, that might be the case. But if not, well, can't say I didn't try. Yeah, Shield Maid is gonna be fun. Yes, exactly. If I go intentional mistake, it becomes intentional. Hashtag planned. I prefer streaming here, but it's just like I really like the chat here. Like it's much larger, easier for me to see with my busted ass eyesight. But on Twitch is way more stable, and that's kind of the problem. I was actually gonna stream on Twitch, but I forgot to swap the platforms, and then by the time I realized, I'm like, well, fuck it. Because the problem with YouTube for me is like, if a YouTube stream kind of lags out or crashes, I'm kind of screwed. Like I have to reset everything, reboot all the things because it doesn't just auto detect itself. It's just acting like a spoiled shit. But yeah, the reason why I'm kind of drawing this right now is I'm just in a mood to kind of draw something very kind of, unrelated to anything else that I'm drawing. So I decided to draw a T-Rex a little bit. This is kind of just like ignore the slight anatomical inaccuracies every now and then and all that stuff because I don't really use reference for this stuff. I just kind of draw it from like memories from back in college when I was obsessed with dinosaurs. So now it's just kind of a bit of a fun thing to do. This is by no means this is by no means actual paleo art. This is me just being a fanboy and pretty much drawing something that I used to love really a lot. In fact, recently I saw this statue from Jurassic Park that made me just absolutely scream in nostalgia. Well, it depends on the dino. Turns out T-Rexes didn't have feathers. Oops. So I'm gonna be drawing this one a bit more kind of scientifically accurate on that thing, and also on the fact that apparently they had lips. Yeah, they're like perfect cell, like got lips now. When T-Rex starts sending those kisses, just because it's got lips now. Yep, that's Linda in the background. Backseat streaming. Yeah, my color palette is a weird thing that, like, I used to be terrible at colors, like genuinely. Like one of the things back even in college and high school was that Linda was way superior in color and I was better at form. But over time, we both improved on our weaknesses. I used to be massively into dinosaurs when I was in high school. I used to draw them constantly, made sculptures and all that stuff. But then, over time, I kinda went a different path. But still, to this day, love me some dinos. Current evidence suggests that T-Rexes had no feathers whatsoever. That's the latest conclusion, and I'm sticking by that one. And trust me, I'm usually one of those who actually like them feathered as well. So, hell, I made Hugin in Death Visual completely feathered, but then again, my excuse there is Hugin is technically an Allosaurus, so I can just go and say it's like, well, yeah, it's a feathered Allosaurus. Fuck you. This is why the most recent complete reconstruction of the T-Rex Zoo from the Museum of Natural History in New York is completely featherless and chunky. Yeah, she's thick. Yeah, CS3 just gets the job done. It's not. It's there's some things that I prefer CS6 for, just because it's got a better liquefied tool. But beyond that, I don't think I ever even load that one for actual work. I just kind of have it for liquefy. I think thank you. Did I get that fast fiber internet? No, it takes ages for my internet service provider to actually send people who are gonna attach to them things. So today I'm going to give them a wonderfully friendly phone call. It's gonna be amazing. It's funny. I haven't drawn these dinosaurs for so long in any serious manner that now I actually kind of like how the way this looks with my new level of comprehension for color and volumes and shadows and stuff. Like it's like a whole new world of compared to how I used to do it. Like it was all kind of pretty much monochromatic. I haven't seen the second and third Jurassic World at all. Like I barely digested the first one and was annoyed enough by that one. It's like, hey, we have dinosaurs, like the coolest things ever. We're gonna make monsters. And I'm just like, why? Just why? Just fuck off. Fucking Indominus Rex and whatever the fuck is the one in the next one, the Raptor or whatever. Indoraptor, yeah. Oh my Jesus. I couldn't even fucking be bothered to watch that one. They even look stupid. Fucking Indominus Rex's head is shaped like a fucking sock puppet. I can't even begin to describe the amount of dislike I have for Jurassic World movies. Oh, at this point, we're fucking half a step away from giant robots in those movies. What? Four rules. Yeah, I know, I've seen that. Okay, no, there are four rules. What? Oh my god. I'm here trying to draw Linda's there on the side, just pointing at memes. Absolutely sabotaging. Ah, thank you. And and greetings from Croatia. I'm experimenting some a little bit with these bevel filters because, like, the last time I've used them, like, I was still using the old ways of working on these things, and they kind of had this overly uniform thing. So now I'm kind of expanding on the technique. Oh, you're going nap? Oh, okay. I am sorry, honey. Could I pronounce my name for you? I can't pronounce that shit. If you tried, it's unpronounceable. Where the fuck is it? It should be right here at the beginning. Not very nice. This is one of my earliest brushes, still from the age of Ravine. Actual artist out there probably properly painting all the fucking scales, and I'm here like, okay, but hear me out though. Can we brush it? Okay. I mean, the blobbing thing is basically a sculptural technique. There's also been quite a few painters who approach painting the same way. It's just kind of easier to keep things under control. You start with large shapes and you refine them. Yes, that's why they call me Blob Ross. And no, nobody calls me that.
Did I lose this chance for one last dance with my shaking hands? I can barely stand. Did I do wasn't a rush, I'm sorry. And I know that you'll forget. I wake up in the night in a cold sweat to face it. Is it over for us now before it began? I know it's crazy, but in my mind I had plans. I had plans. Did I lose this chance for one last dance? With my shaking hands, I can barely ask. We got runaway plans. Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to know, but I'll never let go.
Have I ever thought of doing a story in prehistoric times? Oh yeah, but the problem is like it's just dinosaurs. Like it's cool to draw dinosaurs and all that, but there's like there was a book that I read when I was younger called Raptor Red. Really cool one from Rick Baker. He's not Rick Baker. Backer. What was it? He was a big paleontologist, but he also kind of wrote some fiction books about, kind of a life of dinosaurs, and it's just kind of like you follow this raptor through its life, and it's a really cool book. And I'm like I could see myself making that into a comic, but beyond that,
Can I hold on to
Mm,
something?
mm, mm,
Never thought you would come
mm,
back. Can't believe you'd remember those times. We laughed and cried. Watched the sunset fall through the sky. We were younger, never thought we'd say goodbye. Now we're saying goodbye. Did I lose this chance for one last dance? With my shaking hands, I can barely ask. We got runaway plans. Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to know, but I'll never let go.
mm, mm. Mm.
Listen, she's not your ordinary beauty, no. Gotta put in work if you want her on your side. She's not impressed with cars, cologne, and jewelry, no. Wanna steal her heart, you better prepare for a ride. Like, ooh, oh. As her hair blows in the wind, she gon' look at you and say, I'm so sick of the usual things. We're capable of so much more than bougie, but she's just protecting what is so hard to find. Try your luck with dinner and a movie. Better be a night to remember, or she'll leave you standing in line. Oh, I said, what do you desire? She said, take me higher. Take me higher. Take me higher. Oh, yeah. Ooh, oh. As her hair blows in the wind, she gon' look at you and say, I'm so sick of the usual things. We're capable of so much more than what's required. Gotta show me things I don't usually see. Gotta lift my mind beyond the norm and take me higher.
One of my favorite musical genres, certainly not the stuff that I'm listening on the stream right now. Like this is, this is good stuff. This is nice for the fact that I can have it on the stream without, getting the stream taken down. But generally, when it comes to music, I'm very versatile. Like pretty much every genre except for a very few were just like noise, and then I'm like, I would rather not. Listen, I'm here making everything looking sexy, even the T-Rexy. Just like when she flexes them thighs, though. Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of a kind of warming up today because I've been kind of drowsy this whole first part of the day. Didn't really do much work. So I figure about an hour or two of this will get the old creative motor running. It's not that I'm not inspired, it's just that I'm just legitimately drowsy. So, and the thing is, like, I can't even nap because I just don't feel like napping. Because usually when I'm drowsy, I'm just like, fuck everything, let's nap o'clock. I'm a firm believer that when your body tells you something, you fucking listen. But sometimes it just, even the body is like being a fucking toddler, where it's like, what do you want? Anana. We know that not all of them were covered in feathers because we have actual skin imprints. Turns out T-Rexes, not feathery. They might have been when they were babies, but grown-ups, nope. Would they look less cool? Oh, in the hands of people who don't know how to draw cool feathery things, sure. I can draw cool feathery things. It's all the same to me, whether it's a xenomorph T-Rex or just a regular T-Rex. Gets the old juicer running. Is Linda okay? Yep. She just has dry coughs. Some people have them for a long time after COVID, so.
Pain is seeping out, demons taking center stage. Spirits in the crowd, are you not entertained? This world has its way of bringing me to my knees.
No, I never did get my T-Rex xenomorph statue.
Don't know which way will put me back on my feet. What's best for me, my destiny
Then again, I did forget to, ask for it. That's the problem with me. Is like I have all these things and I just forget. Mm, the fucking life of a storyteller is a scatterbrained one. No, I can't do commissions anymore just because I just literally don't have the time. Like, I have 5 different graphic novel series to make within the next 10 to 15 years, and so it's just like I can't afford to, lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing and just get carried away with commissions and stuff. Like I made my choice when it comes to my work. Like, I'm a storyteller. Yeah, like even these kinds of warm-ups are just kind of me getting in the mood for my own comics, and I can't warm up with when I'm dealing with other people's commissions. That's stress, that's pressure. I don't need that. So I just kind of go 100% in on the comic stuff. Listen, that's the thing with storytellers. Storytellers aren't in this for any bullshit. We're addicted to actually telling our stories. Anything else is just benefits, just perks. This is why you don't see me engaging in anything online besides the fact that hey, here's the stories that I'm making. I'm gonna go now and make more stories because it's literally what I want to do. This has been my dream, and I finally can do my I can live my dream, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do just that. And when it comes to stories, like I said, my dream isn't working on other people's stuff. My dream is making my own things. And thankfully, I'm good enough to, back that dream up with, actual content and actual stories and actual comics. And just given the fact that even with the ones that I'm making, like I have about 20 different ideas on back burner just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, they are not good enough to jump on right now, but with some work easily could get them there. But the thing is, also when it comes to comics, I'm a I'm a practical person. If one comic doesn't succeed, it gets axed. It's because I used to say one thing. There's this manga that I really really love, and it's called Bakuman. It's from the same team that did Death Note. And Bakuman is about just the life of these manga creators trying to make it, trying to make it big. And there's this line there where it's like the main character's uncle tells him that unless you have consistent successes, you're just a gambler. You're rolling the dice, and one thing may succeed and the other one may not, and you never have the safety of of anything. You just kind of living one gamble at after another, and this I find is very much true. Like the very reason why I'm doing so many stories is, first of all, I love these stories. I want to make these stories, but at the same time, it's kind of my own personal gamble is where I'm doing different stories, different genres, different stuff, and hoping that I get a story that's successful on its own, so that not everything is carried by Sunstone, because Sunstone is ridiculous. So like you don't see this talked about in comic press or anything like that, but Sunstone is just a consistent fucking bestseller. Like, it's ridiculous. We've sold over 500,000 copies of it so far, and it just keeps going strong. So Sunstone is my just absolute fucking mega success. But and one might say, yeah, sure, okay, but you also have Harleen. Sure, but I never consider Harleen my own thing. Harleen is me taking other people's characters and concepts and elaborating on it. That's just kind of like Harleen. I would have maybe claimed some sort of ownership if I maintained the whole thing and made it until volume 9. That was the planned full story. Then I could be like, okay, like this is mine. There's in a way where I could say I brought something very interesting, very new, very. But as it is, it's just like I've zero kind of like I don't wake up thinking, oh man, I should make more Harleens. Like, no, I want to make my own stuff. So right now my goal is taking that lightning and making it hit the same spot twice. Capturing it again in the bottle with another story. And until I do that, it's kind of a trial and error. It's a hit and miss progress where I just keep making stories. And if it's a success, if people start, talking about it, if they read it, if they buy it, then I know that the story is a success. That one keeps going. The only story that kind of circumvented all of that by sheer power of its fan base being just actually passionate. Like there's not that many of them to rival something like Sunstone, but what there is incredibly passionate. That would be Death Vigil. Death Vigil is the only one that's kind of it's laid its claim on its right to be finished. So Death Vigil is one of the rare ones where I can say it's not making me crazy money, but it's getting done. Like it's getting done because I promised it. Because when I started questioning its purpose, like people's fucking response was so insane that I was fucking brought to the verge of tears. Like I was here staring. I'm like, holy fucking shit, So, that one and Sunstone are the only guarantees that are gonna be finished. But beyond that, every single one of these stories, the fine print. Queen and the Woodborn, what's it called, Achilles Shield Maidens. Each and every one of them will be judged by their own merits and their own, staying power. if they, it's basically the survival of the fittest, Because it's one of those things with creators. Like we would love to see every single one of our things just be a success, find its audience, and just, deliver the good stuff to an audience that actually wants it. But it's not like that in comics, and especially with comics. Like it's it's a rough thing. Like I don't get the luxury of doing single issues. I don't get it because I've learned my lesson. Comic book stores just don't buy them. That's their prerogative, of course, but it's also my prerogative to change my focus from comic book stores to something like Amazon, because, well, Amazon has been stocking my stuff, which is why over time I have changed my creative model to Patreon-funded comics that are later published and generally sold through Amazon predominantly. But beyond that, like, like that has proven itself to be probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. Because, when COVID hit and comic book stores got hit, I felt nothing. It's a weird irony. I was literally kind of forced to refocus on something else, and there we go, So nowadays, I'm just kind of I'm working on nothing but graphic novels. So every one of my comics is like 150 to 200 pages. When it gets to the market. Like next year, I have planned a guaranteed Death Vigil 2 and maybe even Sunstone 8. And they're both gonna be they're both gonna be about 200-page books. It's massive books. So yeah, but hopefully it's gonna be worth it. Oh, I know Sunstone's gonna be worth it. Sunstone is always worth it. It's found its audience, and its audience has done the one thing that can make or break a book. It has spread the word. Because the most important thing that I've learned over these years, the one thing that's gonna guarantee a success of a book, is not the promotional material from a publisher or whatever. No, it's the word of mouth. the one thing that you cannot buy and the one thing that is the most valuable in the life cycle of any book is how enthusiastic have you made the fans of it? How enthusiastic have you, gotten them to actually talk about it, to get, you know, excited about more of it? It's like, well, that's kind of the dream of every creator, That's what I try to do with every one of my books. And believe me, like, it's a hit and miss thing. Like, there were books that I was sure were gonna find their audience and just absolutely tanked. Part of that, though, is again goes back to the whole comic book store system and everything. Switch was an interesting experiment, for instance, where I was kind of trying to make a sort of a kind of a Young Justice type of new take on the Witchblade mythos, so kind of an Elseworlds Witchblade, but that would also over time then include all of the artifact bearers, and it would make this kind of a cool, spectacular story, but it's also kind of like actually all readers friendly, which I kind of envisioned, as this sort of a primer for new readers, for younger readers to pick up a book and go like, hey, this is really cool, looks cool, fucking epic action, adorable and fun and funny characters, like great stuff, But mistakes were made with that book. One of the first mistakes being me naming it Switch, because I thought that Teen Witchblade was gonna, invoke cynicism from people, when I forgot that there is such a thing as brand recognizability. And it's like, funny thing is, because of that book, I have learned the importance of brand recognizability, and that's why I have then chosen to rename Sunstone Mercy Story Arc, which was initially just supposed to be called Mercy, not Sunstone Mercy, and it was supposed to be Mercy Volume 1, Mercy Volume 2. I'm like, no, lesson fucking learned, respect the brand. So I went Sunstone Volume 6, because then Sunstone readers are like, oh, there's more Sunstone. It says Sunstone Mercy, but the numbering is there. So there's this mental conditioning for people to give it a try. And, thankfully I never feel like I'm misguiding anybody, because let's be honest, Sunstone is a webcomic first. It's always available online. I always share it around. So it's like I don't really lose any sleep about tricking anybody with Sunstone, Well, really, I don't lose any sleep about tricking anybody with anything anymore, because let's be honest, I make some good fucking stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm consistently contemplating how to make my readers cry. The tear machine needs the fuel. I mean, there is no tear machine. It's just never mind. Do I plan out the number of pages roughly? I have a general idea, but sometimes as I work through the layout stages, like I realize, okay, this needs a bit more. This moment needs to hang there for a second. Sometimes you need that pacing. So it depends. Sometimes I plan it out and it fits exactly as I planned, and sometimes I go and tell my publisher that Sunstone Volume 5 was gonna have 150 pages and go, listen, I'm gonna need about 30 or 40 more, because it's weird. See ya, Fred. You're not getting a dinosaur story just because I don't really have the time. And the thing is, like, with dinosaurs, like, that's the one thing where I would actually have to do, like, scientific researches. And I don't have that time. You know what I mean? It's like, there's so many fucking scientific works out there on, it's like, what this dinosaur looked like, how they behaved, how they did this. It's like, oh, this one is a scavenger, this one's a hunter. I would fucking lose my mind. Like, I'd need fucking 3 years of preparation alone just to start writing the damn thing, So it's just like, nah. I get attached, of course, but here's the thing, though. You know what I'm also attached to? Paying my bills. Like, at the end of the day, like, this is something that I do out of love, but it's also my job, So I have to force myself to be responsible and not get carried away, stubbornly carrying on with projects that just have no traction, Because it's easy to get attached. It's easy to fall in love with the project, but the problem is, if there's no audience to fall in love with it alongside of you, you may be wasting your time, you know, because that's one of those harsh things about this line of work is sometimes you just have to take that L. You know, you gotta go and see. You know what? No matter how much I like it, no matter how much this is fun for me, it's not making it. It hasn't found its audience. It's and the audience that it did find are kind of they like it just enough to tell you that they like it, but they don't go around spreading it around. So that means they like it, but not that much, which means it didn't hit them that hard. It didn't resonate with them to that level. You may want to try a next one. You know, it's one of those things. You know, you got to understand that not everything's a winner. You know, sometimes you can have an idea that in your mind just fucking sings. You know, and then you put it on paper and it's just leaves everybody just mentally flaccid, just like whatever. Like that was like what the worst thing for me is when I draw something that I feel has an emotional impact, and like every comment is like, "My God, the art here is really great," and I'm just like, mm, "Fucking kill me now," because that's when I know it's like shit. I have fucking misjudged this one. You know what I mean? And like it's a rough thing for a creator. Like you constantly have to you have to temper your expectations. You know, aim high but prepare yourself to completely miss it. You know, sometimes it's just not gonna work out. But you work fast, you work hard, you work you know long enough. Chances are you'll stumble into some winners by sheer law of numbers. You know what I mean? It's just it's rolling that dice. Sooner or later, you're gonna hit that 20. Exactly like the song says, "Can't win if you don't play."
Know that your own light takes you there. Keep shining so bright and don't compare yourself to them. Yourself to them. You can't win if you don't play. The game might be dirty, but it's okay. You can't win if you don't play. So you better play the game. Was it really that hard? I didn't know that I would have to go. I guess it wasn't that far away that I could reach out to. I said I'll hold on. It's a simple principle, but now I'm stuck on my own. I need to find a way to save myself.
Oh yes, and it took me a ridiculous amount of time to achieve such a detailed look. So much effort. It's all Photoshop brushes. Oh, Marvel kinda hasn't made any contacts with me since, well, I've had like early in my career I've done some covers, but that was kind of like Marvel Top Cow deal. After that, Marvel never kind of made any moves. Well, actually, no, they did once, and then I just like wasn't interested, so there was that. But again, I wasn't interested in Marvel in general. Like I've never made my lack of interest a secret. Like every time when people ask me about this, I'm like, I'm more of a DC guy. Like I'm not that crazy about superheroes in general, but when it comes to superheroes, like I would always pick DC over Marvel. Just I always liked the world better. It was always a matter of taste. But then again, who knows? Maybe they even tried to access me, but I don't really, I don't read DMs. I don't keep my info available for anybody because, yeah, it's one of those things. Like I'm not looking for more work, so. I still remember one day, like after fucking what was it? Like I made an ArtStation account at some point. I posted a few things there and just completely forgot about the damn thing. And then one day I remembered it, got back on it just to see, if my account is still there. My inbox was full of fucking job offers from video game companies. I'm like, I just, I'm a dick.
Since I'm no hero, since I'm not a hero.
But it's one of those things, it's like I always make it clear that, listen, I'm not a concept artist, I'm not a designer, I'm a storyteller. This is where my passion is. This is where I'm not gonna be leaving this for anything else, Oh, as long as it pays the bills, that is, It's like if at some point the world says go fuck yourself, yeah, but we don't need your comics, I'll be like, well, fine. I'm gonna go make some video games with hookers and blackjack. Yeah, Hurley was fun, but yeah, you know what's more fun? Giant fucking robots and people having sex. Sometimes people and gods having sex. I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, okay? Crazy people in a gothic city patrolled by a bat are nice and all, but they're not fucking giant robots. Bad mid-sex jokes without that, what is life truly worth living, Okay, when I said giant robot sex, I meant giant robots and sex separate. Let's 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 not be absolute fucking degenerates here. For now. It's like finds out there's a lot of money in that. Anyways, it's kind of one of those like I'm not a furry, but I can draw the shit out of them. That's kind of my retirement plan, you know. One day, it's like none of this is making any money anymore. I'm like, all right, it's time. First stone. For sure. No, the world's not ready for first stone. That's just that's just too dangerous. Like the absolute corruption that I would spread upon this world would be just, and and it's like I would know that I did that. It's like this is me. This is what I've done to this universe. This is what I've done to the world. But eventually, though. I mean, listen, I would care deeply. I would weep every day wiping my face with $100 bills. When I was younger, like I would have killed to draw stuff for National Geographic, and now I'm like, it's not giant robots though. What? Yes, we have unlocked our true calling. No, we don't have a store online. Amazon is just fine. Like, it gets the job done, and they carry our stuff. So, it's like, we do have a store online. It's called Amazon. Meh. I should probably get this into CS6, liquefy the form a little bit, because it's kind of poop on a few parts, and then... But I'm not gonna finish this anyway, so who gives a shit? No, God, no. You don't. I don't know what that is. I don't know who's posting that. I'm guessing maybe they have like a remarked version from some convention that I did. So it probably has like artwork in it or something. Because I can't in any fucking way justify anybody selling that for 2,000, book two for $2,000. We are doing a reprint now with the new covers for the second printing of the hard covers because, wow, did not expect that to reach second printing, but here we are. So yeah, don't bother with that one. Like, chances are like there may exist somewhere online still copies to get of the of volume 2 at a normal price. But yeah, I have no idea what the $2,000 copy is about. Like I said, the only thing that kind of comes to mind is like maybe it's one of those with like some remark in it, so they're kind of selling it as like, ooh, special collector's one, which fine, I get that, but even so, that's kind of ridiculous. Any website updates? Nothing. Sunstorm Volume 2, somebody on Amazon is selling, some seller on Amazon is selling it for $2,000. So I no idea what the fuck that is about, so yeah. But yeah, don't go for that one. One of the places that might still have it, but I'm not sure, would be the Top Cow store also, because they have their own supply still of stuff. So, but even those are just kind of running out fast. Sunstone really, it doesn't have a long shelf life. This is something that both Amazon and Barnes and Noble figured out, but comic book stores weren't really that eager on it. I'm like, alright. Okay, maybe that is to a certain degree exaggeration because there are comic book stores that do carry our stuff. They are smart, and I usually, when I do the pre-order lists, I include those specific stores on those lists whenever I can, and whenever they tell me it's like, hey, we have some, then I share that online also. But generally, my name is not a, you know, I'm a nobody in the industry, but I'm somebody in the hearts of my readers. I'm the sadistic bastard that makes them cry. Hey, Badlord. So right now I'm just kind of testing out to see. I've never given this a try, where I just kind of make a luminosity layer and see if I can tweak the values through that. Which is weird. Like you'd think it would occur to me sooner, but.
Can I say no when it comes to you? I'm addicted to you. Why do I always find myself right back at you? You make a fool of me. I no longer wanna feel.
The Gods and Demigods books would be Fine Print, which is coming out in print this October, first book, and The Queen and the Woodborn. They're in the same universe, basically, the same set of rules and all that, just different regions, different times. and the characters do make an appearance. And both of those are fully in the same universe as my wife's book Underworld and Sunstone and Bloodstein as well. It's a whole lot, like it's my Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hey, Luca. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I think this is gonna be enough for the warm up. Yeah. I think I can now go and draw some giant robots. Because Lord knows I got a lot of that to draw this week as well. Yeah. Where's the other one? Yeah. Gotta draw quite a bit. It's gonna be a really nice, kind of hefty update as well. So that's gonna be fun. I will draw some dinosaur robots. We will see. I have drawn dinosaur. What's it called? Aliens. So. This was bugging me. Like I said, I think I might have. Because, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I definitely did, but that was a dinosaur. Yeah, this thing needs some liquefying in CS6, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Certainly not now. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. I am nice and warmed up. Time to get some actual work done. So thank you all for being here, and I'm gonna be back sometime this weekend probably again.